Hi, welcome back to Educator.com. Today's lessons is on methods part 1. So, what is a method? It provides a way to gather statements and expressions into one area. It can be used repeatedly to execute a specific task. And methods can be defined to do all sorts of tasks. You'll definitely be using methods quite often. You've seen a bunch of methods already in a lot of previous lessons we've done, and the goal of this one is just to get you very understanding to all the basics of a method. So going forward, it clears a lot of questions you'll have. So let's first look at a very basic method that you'll commonly see. Parts of a basic method, you'll see parameters in there. You'll notice for this one, it only has one parameter. So in this case, you see there's just one parameter. You'll also notice for this method, it takes one parameter, but it also has a default value. So that default value for that parameter is 0. Quite often in other languages, they have to overload the function to do this type of behavior. But only Ruby has this default parameter set up. You'll notice here that there is a return value, and depending on what is in the parameter, it'll return different things. So yeah, that's another thing. You have a return value. Notice that this method doesn't have the word return that you'll often see. Since this is the last statement, these will be returned though. And you'll notice that if I pass hello world without any parameters, what it'll do is it'll default n to 0, and that means it will display hi. So if n is greater than 1, it'll print out hello worlds. If it's equal to 1, it'll print out hello world, and else it'll do hi. So you'll see here, as I called the method hello world, you'll notice that there's 0 parameters, and it just prints out hi. And you'll notice that this is the return value, and that is a string. But again, I could also pass a hello world. And if I pass in like 2, it would give me hello worlds. And if I could also, notice I didn't put a parenthesis there, but if I also did hello world, and I passed in 1, it would return to me hello world. You'll also notice that the actual name, it uses an underscore. Quite often in Ruby, you'll see underscores for all the methods. You won't see camel case. And this is just normal convention in Ruby. Okay, let's go next one.